There is a hidden force shaping the global economy, influencing industries, markets, and even governments. They are not politicians or CEOs in the spotlight. They are shadow investors, ultra-wealthy individuals and private entities who quietly move billions, controlling the financial system from behind the scenes. Most people have never heard of them, yet their decisions impact stock markets, housing prices, technology advancements, and even the future of entire nations. Who are they? How do they operate? And why do they remain in the shadows? Today, we uncover the secret world of shadow investors and how they silently control the economy. Who are the shadow investors? Shadow investors are individuals or private financial groups with immense wealth who invest strategically to influence industries. They often remain anonymous, using private equity firms, hedge funds, and offshore accounts to make massive financial moves without public scrutiny. Unlike retail investors who buy stocks openly, these investors operate through secret partnerships, controlling stakes in companies and entire sectors without the public ever knowing. They do not just invest, they shape policies, control supply chains, and dictate market trends before the rest of the world even notices. How they control industries. Shadow investors do not chase short-term profits like everyday traders. They move in silence, acquiring control over key sectors that dictate the economy. Here's how they do it. 1. Real estate dominance. They buy up massive amounts of real estate, not just luxury properties, but entire neighborhoods, apartment complexes, and commercial buildings. This allows them to manipulate rental markets, drive up property values, and even influence city development plans. 2. Private equity takeovers. Instead of buying stocks like the public, shadow investors use private equity firms to acquire companies outright. They take businesses private, restructure them, and sell them for billions, all while avoiding public oversight. 3. Influence over innovation. They invest in emerging technologies before the public even knows they exist. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and space exploration are being quietly funded by these investors, who ensure they control future industries before they even become mainstream. 4. Quiet stock market manipulation. Rather than buying shares openly, they use complex financial instruments like derivatives and options to control markets without detection. By influencing stock prices indirectly, they can profit without making obvious moves that alert regulators. Why they stay hidden? If shadow investors are so powerful, why do they stay out of the public eye? 3 reasons. 1. Avoiding regulation. Governments impose strict rules on financial markets, but by staying private, shadow investors avoid many of these restrictions. They operate in offshore tax havens, using legal loopholes to shield their wealth. 2. Preventing market panic. If the public knew that a handful of investors controlled entire industries, it could cause panic and distrust in financial systems. By staying anonymous, they keep markets stable while silently profiting. 3. Controlling the narrative. Public figures face scrutiny. Shadow investors prefer to work through intermediaries, politicians, corporate executives, and media outlets, who execute their plans while they remain invisible. The global impact. The influence of shadow investors is everywhere, affecting daily life in ways most people never realize. Housing markets skyrocketing? They are behind it. Stock market crashes? They often profit from them. New laws benefiting certain industries? Their money is likely behind the lobbying efforts. They are not just investors. They are the architects of the financial world. Can anyone join the shadow investor class? Most people assume this world is exclusive to billionaires. But there are ways for regular investors to adopt similar strategies. 1. Think like a private investor. Instead of chasing short-term gains, focus on acquiring long-term assets like real estate, private businesses, or early-stage investments. 2. Use holding companies. The wealthy do not invest under their personal names. They create legal entities like LLCs to protect assets and maximize tax advantages. 3. Build influence, not just wealth. Wealth alone is not power. Shadow investors build networks, lawyers, politicians, and industry leaders to gain strategic control. While most people focus on making money, shadow investors focus on controlling it. The world of finance is not as transparent as it seems. For every market trend, real estate boom, or industry shift, there are shadow investors pulling the strings behind the scenes. They move in silence, shaping the economy while remaining hidden from public view. Understanding how they operate is the first step to escaping financial limitations and playing the wealth game on a higher level. The question is, will you stay on the outside, or will you learn the rules of the hidden economy? Subscribe for more insights into the financial world.